So again, guys, today, tomorrow is going to be pretty action-oriented session. So I would again request anybody who have not done anything so far, please get started. Okay. Only when you take actions, results will change in your life. Just by listening, just knowing things will not have much value. Okay. Somebody said this beautiful thing. In the previous times, knowledge was power, right? You have heard this quote, right? Knowledge is power, knowledge is power. But that was because knowledge was not that readily available to people. But in the current times, anybody who wants to have knowledge can have the knowledge. Just go to Google, search something, you will know everything, right? So in the current times, knowledge has become potential power. So knowledge has the potential to become something powerful. So yes, rather than not having knowledge, having it is good, but just having knowledge and not implementing it in life, nothing will change. Okay. So that's what it is. So understand, please take actions, because then only your life results will change. Okay. Okay. Now, as part of today's session, let's do a quick recap of what we discussed yesterday. Okay. Because today's session is going to be continuation of that, and then we will further add more to it. Okay. So first of all, I'm quickly sharing my screen. Let's do a quick recap and then we will go forward. Okay, sharing the screen. Fine, guys. Okay, so I think already I've shared this link with you. So if you miss out any sessions due to whatever things, okay, so I would highly recommend you guys to come here and see this thing. So all the YouTube links plus the session content will be maintained on this LinkedIn blog. So I pasted it in this Zoom chat as well. Okay. Now next, as part of this, whatever 2 sessions we have completed so far, so you can find a summary here. Now, firstly, let's discuss what we discussed yesterday. Okay. Now, as part of that, the primary things were we need to build a relationship with time, not the ticking time, but the involvement with time. So for you, for me, for everybody, 1 year will pass. The calendar time will go at the right pace. But how many experiences you get, how many actions you get in this time, so that is going to be the big differentiator. So the more you do in this year, the more results you will get, the more drastically growth you will have in your life. And the less you do, basically for you, the time will move slowly. Okay. So this is what it is. You need to build a strong relationship with time. Second, just make this as a thumb rule of life. Self development is the only way forward. If you want success, if you want to become powerful and extraordinary in your life, self development is the only way forward. Always you have to be like, how I can get better. Okay. Stop blaming, stop complaining, stop all the excuses. Just keep your mind, how can I become better? How can I become better in whatever you do? Okay. In your attitude, mindset, efforts, dedication, humble, kindness, everything. Try to be better in terms of over and all aspect of human being, and that's the way forward. And after that, we said 8 pillars of success. Okay, fine. 1 to 8 are there. And then we discussed a few things yesterday. Out of this 8, prioritize them in as per your order, and then pick. Okay, by the end of this week, you guys are supposed to define some targets in each of this area. That is going to be your goal. But at least yesterday we took one of it, and then you have defined some goal for that, and then we converted it into a smart technique as well. Okay. And there were 2 action items which I suggested you guys ki thoda sa you have to put efforts, then only you will become more faster, more better, right? Once you are doing more hunting and exploring on internet, you will find better benefits with that. So smart goal technique, yesterday we said you read more about it. That will help you to structureize, because you will find more examples of how people have set their goals. So you can see those examples, you can see more of these explanations, and that will help you to better plan your goals. Because like we said yesterday, guys, success in life is 2-step process. First is clarity in what you want, and this is what it is: clarity. Goals is nothing but goal setting is clarity. What do you want in your life? And if you don't have this right clarity, so automatically, no matter how much efforts you put, you will not get it because you're not clear what do you want. And for becoming clear, follow the simple smart technique, read more about it, explore, and then try to do it. And every successful person basically knows what he wants from the life, and accordingly they get it. Okay, fine. That's how the smart goal technique comes up. And then moving forward, yeah, we said write it in the present tense. Okay, so this is what we covered yesterday. Okay, now as part of today's session, we are going to do two primary things. So basically today and tomorrow is going to be complete taking actions on top of further these things. Okay, so don't miss tomorrow session also. Today and tomorrow is going to be a continuation of these things where we will take practical further actions. Okay, however, okay, today we would even be checking on some questions which you have raised, maybe as part of day 1 or day 2, something like that. We'll walk through some of those questions as well, just to answer more specific stuff to people. Okay, now there go. As part of today's topic, we need to convert this system of 8 pillars into a very practical, achievable system so that we get results out of our full year. Okay, this is how it is. Now I'll be sharing my notepad, and I would like you also to make some proper running notes about these things. Okay, so involve everybody. So there you go. Now let's structureize. So if you run ad hoc or random, in the end nothing will come. You need to work in a very clear cut, planned manner, strategized manner. Guys, all the top people which runs the business and the industry, the CEOs and all, these are the people, they are really good in strategizing something. Okay, what should be the step 1, what should be the step 2, how much support we need, from whom we need, in how much time we can finish something. So if your planning and strategy part is good, getting the goals becomes very easy, right? But if you're not clear what do you actually want to do, how you're going to get it, if the strategy is broken, you will not really get it, because just telling I want this doesn't really happen. You need to plan, strategize, see the do's and the don'ts, see what is working, what is not working, keep changing the strategy. Regardless of any goal that you have, there is a lot of effort to accomplish it. Okay, and now when we are saying 8 pillars needs to be achieved in 1 year, here also you need to work with clear cut clarity. Okay, otherwise you will just end up messing everything. People will be like, chote simple goals, simple resolutions we said that we are not able to achieve. How can we achieve 8 pillars goal, right? The point is, don't underlive your life. Potential is there, capability is there. Let's learn how to do it, and then let's apply into our lives. Okay, now fine. Now what are we supposed to do? Yesterday we have arranged things in priority, right? All pillars in priority. Okay, देखो, at any given point of time, there should be one primary goal which you are aggressively attacking. There should be only one. Matlab, sote, jagte, all throughout your day, over weekends, anytime, you're constantly thinking about only one goal. That's how one primary goal has to be picked up. Okay, and rest of the goals, then how do we progress? Thoda dekho. I'll give you a simple system. Okay, dekho, initially my recommendation, you can just definitely change it, make some alteration to it, but what I find logical is, first 3 months of 2023, nothing but Jan to March, I would recommend you pick up 3 pillars in which you want to improve. Okay, but now how you should do it, that is also a strategy. Okay, pick up 3 pillars in 3 months. Okay, right from today onwards itself, Jan month onwards itself, pick 3 pillars. Out of 3, 1 should be primary, nothing but you're full on focused ki ye chahiye. Okay, so in these 3 months, pick 3 pillars in which you want to work. I'm not saying ki you should finish this goal in 3 months itself. It could be like you need 6 months to achieve your primary goal. But at least in these 3 months, there should be 1 primary goal which you pick up, and there should be 2 secondary goals. देखो, you should not much think about secondary goal. So थोड़ा एक एक करके समझते हैं. Okay, don't make it complex. ठीक है. You have to pick 3 pillars. One is primary, 2 are secondary pillars. Now the primary means your primary focus of your life should be on this. It should be that wanting goal ki whether you are eating, sleeping, waking up, always in your mind this goal should be running. Guys, dekho, goals will become possible when it becomes a kind of your madness ki I want it at any cost, I am not going to give up on that. That means you need to constantly think, look at the world, how you can make your goal possible. Keep thinking, strategizing, what is working, what's not working, what can you do, come up with ideas, talk to people. When that kind of dedication comes, then your goals will become possible. It's not just wishing and praying goals to happen. You have to make your goals come true. For that reason, one primary goal should be there, and pick up whichever is your toppest one which you really want, must and should in your life. Okay. Now on top of this goal, additionally pick up 2 more goal areas as secondary. So I'll explain now what is the need and how you should approach secondary goal. Okay. Dekho, what you need to do is, and there is different way by which you should attack your primary goal and different way by which you should attack a secondary goal. Okay, so you should not keep thinking about secondary goal all the time. It is like develop a system. For this, develop a system where you progress on this. So you are actively thinking here. First listen, okay? First listen, try to understand, and then we will go other places. First, actively thinking is this primary goal. And then the other 2 pillars you are saying, they are secondary, where you have to develop a system where it will run by itself. System to run automatically. Okay, now let me give some example. Okay, so our 8 goals of yesterday were these. Okay, now you will realize it is very easy to make progress and be satisfied in majority of these things with even very small efforts. Okay, now all are important, but small efforts. Now let's say if you guys are saying financial and career is important for me, so let's say you make this as your primary goal. Many people will have this itself, but yes, some of you, if you are already stable financially, career wise, you might focus on other things. Just example I'm giving, somebody said my primary is this. Now they go for the secondary goal, you need to build a system. And what is that system? You need to define how much time you want to allocate to work on these secondary goals, either on a daily basis or weekly basis. Sometimes it might even be bi-weekly or monthly. Now this is what system you have to develop. It is one-time activity. I'll again explain it. Okay, ek ek karke get it one by one. So for your primary, we will actively think. We will discuss about this later. It is a set of activity, how to accomplish your primary goal. That is separate set of activities. But for secondary one, let's understand it is simple. You just have to develop a system. Yeah, how much time you want to allocate on that on a daily basis, weekly basis, bi-weekly basis, or monthly basis. Okay. For example, for example, now if you have moved this one as the primary goal, now I want you to pick other 2 secondary goals. What it could be? Somebody might say, hey, I want to pick up my health as a secondary. Very good. Dekho guys, if you really want a perfect body, then it might become a primary goal for you. If your health is really very bad, then it might become a primary goal for you. But otherwise, it is something it should happen parallelly, naturally, as a system, as a process, right? So you can make health as your secondary goal, where you're just taking care of this thing by default, but in your mind you're thinking about this, so it can go very nicely. Okay, Second, you can pick up even maybe knowledge, let's say. We'll speak today about this knowledge related area. You can pick these two. Okay. If you say, no, your health say better, so just focus on 3 pillars in the first 3 months. If you're getting results already in that, then you can add 4 months, fourth pillar here. If you say, no, knowledge and health, to chalo sab theek thak chal raha, I don't want to make any changes to my health, but I want to spend more time on my family and relationships. So you can see these are very small things. Growing your knowledge, spending time with family, relationships, doing something, this will not need a lot of your time. The major problem which is happening with many people is they might have one goal, but they have a lot of time still left, which they just waste unknowingly because they don't have something meaningful to do with other time of their life. And that is where they do social media, a lot of movies and time pass and laziness. If you involve in right things in your life, automatically the waste things will cut by itself. That's how you become successful. Okay, you need to have something meaningful to be done with your day and with your life. If you don't have that, you will end up wasting that time in something else, be it television, time pass, movies, social media, nonsense, chit chats, whatever. Okay. Now what I'm saying is target now 3 goals, because these additional things will not even take in much time. For example, now you have to build a system. Let's say if you have picked up these two, you have to build a system. How much time you want to spend on growing your knowledge, either on a daily basis, weekly basis, bi-weekly basis, monthly basis. It's your choice depending upon what things is. So sochna padega. Here you have to really think deeper. For example, my personal preference is what I do is, knowledge includes 2 parts. Let's break down even like deeper. Knowledge includes 2 things. Okay. One is thought mindset training. Second is skill training. So whatever career or whatever field you are in, so growing in skills in that area. And the first area, so there are 2 parts of knowledge growth. Guys, only if you are growing in skill, but your mental, like, dekho, how to deal with failures, how to deal with pressure and tension situation. When you feel low in your life, how do you overcome that situation? What should be the right thought process for success? How will you grow all that? When you work on this area, it will not happen by itself, and nobody else is going to come and do it for you. You need to do it for yourself. This is where you have to focus. You have to grow in this area also. Plus skill to mandatory, skill upgrade. Without skill upgrade, you will be like not valuable in this life, right? You have to grow in your technical skills, whatever field or industry you're into, right? So these two are required. Now my personal preference is, if you can daily allocate 1 hour in skill train in this knowledge growth. It could be either train yourself for this or train yourself for this. That's it. It's a system where you define as per your convenience. If you feel daily 30 minutes you want to allocate for this, that's it. Reserve a 30-minute slot every single day of your life in order to grow in this and grow in this. Guys, you will realize in 3 months, बहुत improvement आ जाएगा compared to who you are right now. If you say no, daily I cannot give 30 minutes. Guys, देखो, it's up to you. It's your system. First, if you can daily give 1 hour, give 1 hour. If you feel no, it's too much, I can give only 30 minutes, give 30 minutes. If you feel no, I can give only 15 minutes, give 15 minutes. But give something. Okay. If you feel no, my daily is very packed, I cannot give daily, then fine. It's your decision, your strategy, your planning. Can you change it to weekly? Weekend mein kya karungi? Can you give 4 hours in the weekend, 2 hours on Saturday, 2 hours on Sunday? Guys, it is your life. You can customize it the way you want it. But if you again come back to me and say, no, weekly also I cannot give 4 hours, now then that is questionable. At one side you say I want success, on the other side you're not ready to give time for success. The truth is you will not get success. Success needs something from you. It will not come in a ready-made platter given in a golden spoon to you, okay, by eat it and become successful. It will not happen. You have to put efforts to become successful, and it needs commitment, dedication, time, efforts from you. Are you willing to do that? Okay, so I would prefer bi-weekly and monthly. I gave these options considering what your other goals are. Maybe you can say, okay, if your family goal is there, maybe every month going for a let's say restaurant with food with family, or every month, okay, buying some gift, let's say for your parents or something like a sari or anything. By that way your family relationships will be made better. Or like you can say in every 2 months we will go for a weekend trip with the family. That doesn't need much time. You just define a system and let the system take care of itself. So it's all up to you. But two goals are secondary, which doesn't need much efforts. Also, it will happen naturally. More bonding between family, growing your knowledge. So what have we done so far? One goal should be primary, two goals should be secondary. For the secondary goal, you need to define time frame, how much time you want to give for working on these secondary goals, and now pick up any of these as part of your secondary. So guys, take like 5 minutes of time and finalize what is your primary goal and what is the secondary goal that you want to work in the first quarter of this 2023. Everybody, please do this. And we have these 8 goals. So yesterday we discussed all this. So if anybody did not complete that session, so no worries, you can watch it right here. These are the 8 goals that we have. Out of 8, pick one goal as the primary goal and 2 goals as the secondary goals, and we are going to target to work only on these 3 goals. You can do even more, but don't complicate things. A primary itself will be like going to take a lot of time, so don't add too much items in plate and then not achieve it. Okay, get practical. So now pick one primary goal out of this which you want, must and should in this year, which is major, which is challenging, which is worth putting your time, energy, efforts, and then identify your 2 secondary areas. Everybody, please do this. And once you're done with this, write it in chat as done. Take some time, don't mess up. This is your full year that you are going to walk accordingly. So think about it. What other things are important? If you feel your family relationships are need some proper amendment, do it. If you think spiritually you need something to be done, put that. If you feel personal goal mein there is a gap in you, fill that. But ek primary, 2 secondary. And wherever which now we will discuss the next about the primary part. So pehle identify the secondary. And once you are done, just comment it in chat as done. Sakshi is done, Sanketan is done, Akhila done, Praveen done. Okay, take 2 minutes, guys. 9:28 it is right now, or 9:27 something. Nakul is done, Vaibhav done, Santosh, Pooja, Poonam. Okay. Yeah, choose one primary goal and 2 secondary goals, which you are going to work on in the first 3 months of this year. If you finish that, it's fine, but don't take too much items. Okay, keep it simple. You have still, after this, you will still have 9 more months in this year to finish. Okay, Mukund is done, Sanjeevni done, Sandhana done, Suman, Farhan done. Okay, ठीक है, Afroz done. Let's take 1 more minute. Now your next step. Okay, so the first step is identify one primary goal and 2 secondary goal. Okay, which you want, which you will work in Q1 of 2023, which you have already done. So this is the first task of today, which you have already done. Very good. Now, the second thing. Okay. Now, the second task is plan time you want to allocate for secondary goals. Now, take first secondary goal. Okay. So first listen here and then you can do it. So first secondary goal. Time is nothing but building a system. So here we are trying to build a system. Okay. So just answer these questions for it. Okay. Do you want to, okay, do you want to work on daily, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly? It completely depends on whatever your goal is. Okay. Bi-monthly. Now, first answer this question, guys. Pick up for each of the goal that you have, secondary goals, answer this. So first secondary goal and second secondary goal, you have picked up 2. So just keep it something like this. Do you want to work? So yes, you have limited time. We all have 24 hours only. Now you have to plan it effectively. There is nothing right or wrong. Okay. So don't try to overdo ke bhai तीनों goal pe daily I want to work, because it will not be practical for you. So if you feel one goal I can work daily, but the second one I want to work once in 2 weeks, bi-weekly matlab 2 hafte mein ek bar, that is also fine. So it completely depends. So now do some planning. Do you want to work on this daily, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, bi-monthly, or it could even be quarterly? It depends what your goal is. Now the thing is, some of you people would have not even set that goal, but it is fine. At least come up with a plan, because you know that pillar ka importance. So whatever goal you set up, that you can execute it in this time frame. So goal setting is different and planning strategizing is different. Okay, so for each of your secondary goal, answer this first question. When do you want to work on that? Daily, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, bi-monthly, quarterly. Okay. Now, once you're done with this first question, answer the second question. Allocate fixed time to work on this. Guys, first thoda sa yahan pe understand, okay? Everybody listen. This is really important. Okay. Dekho. You need to prioritize success. What does this mean? When you say allocate some fixed time for this is where people are not consistent. This is the reason why New Year resolutions fail. Okay. This is the reason we say we want to do it, but we are not able to do it. Just understand this simple thing. Okay. You know how busy you are in your 24 hours. Okay. According to your busyness and your other things of life, you have to choose when you can give time for this secondary goal. If you are making a wrong decision, later on you might say, I'm too much busy, why I can work? You chose daily. Who asked you to do daily? If you're too much occupied in your life, don't choose daily, choose weekly. But whatever commitment you are giving, you need to stand up to it. Mirror mein dekhoge to you should feel ke yaar, I did good thing with my life. Okay, whatever I say, I accomplish it. So what I'm saying is, you need to stand up to your own word, not for anybody else, for yourself. Accordingly, if you are saying daily I will work on my goal, allocate a fixed time on a daily basis. For example, it could be every day in the morning 8 to 8:30. Just example, first listen, okay? 8 to 8:30 a.m. I will work on this goal. Just example sake, 30-minute slot. But guys, it should be something like this. You need to prioritize this 30 minutes every single day. If you have set up a daily goal and you're saying I will give 8 to 8:30 on this, so you have to prioritize this time slot of your life every single day on this secondary goal only. It cannot change. Okay, again I'm stressing because this is the difference between those who will accomplish and those who will not accomplish. Many people will fail at this step only. Okay, you have to allocate a fixed time, but you have to make sure no matter what happens you are not going to miss this time slot. Even 1 minute is not allowed to change. Hold your standards high. Those who are successful, they value every single minute. There is a reason why we log in sharp at 9. Zoom link, you will find that by 9 we are daily there. Okay, because punctuality, consistency, it's all built in into a human behavior. So be always there. Now I'm saying this 30 minutes is reserved only for this, and you need to prioritize it something like this. Okay, no other activity of the day should come as part of this 30 minutes. As it is about your success, you cannot allow any other activity to take this slot. Accordingly, now you choose a slot. Okay, where you can guaranteed give, you can say daily matlab Monday to Friday. Let's say you say over weekend I don't want to do it, is fine. Okay, you can give Monday to Friday, or you can say I want to give only 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That is also fine. It is your system, but you define a system. When do you want to work on this? You define a time slot, but in that time slot no other work can come. Not even your friend's marriage can come in that time slot. Okay, now what does this example mean? Friend's marriage, I'm saying ki any other parties has to be compromised and sacrificed. If you are a daily party person, you have to compromise or choose a different slot. Okay, 6 months may few times if it is missing, that's not a problem. But point is, in 2 weeks you will miss it 5 times. Now that is a broken life. Let's say for next 1 month you are not missing, and after that 2-3 days are gone, it is okay. But people, they set do it this target setting for 2 weeks. In that itself they will miss it so many number of times, and then they will be like, I am not able to do it. The problem is not in you. The problem is not in you. The problem is you're not committed enough. You can do it. You have the quality to do it. You're not committed enough. You're allowing other people to come and take away your slots. Don't do that. Don't let others prioritize their items on you. You need to be on the driving seat of your life. Don't prioritize your homework or your relationship work or your office work in this time slot. This is reserved for you. And accordingly, now you choose a time slot where your family dependency, work dependency will not interfere with your timings. So if you are saying, Ari, my work is pretty uncertain, sometimes it is finishing at 9 and 10, so then don't choose that slot. Your life is about your decisions. Choose a slot. Maybe then in that case, you might have to choose it early before even your office starts, or you might have to do it over weekend. Your life is up to you. Okay? Now, everybody, take a few minutes, and now based upon daily, weekly, whatever this you have given, accordingly finalize how much time and what that time slot is going to be, and when of the days. And if it is week, then it is Saturday, Sunday. If it is bi-weekly, then first Saturday, second Sunday. Thoda sa be now precise in this planning, everybody. Chalo, take next 5 minutes to just close this activity. Okay, so basically 2.1 question is how much time you want to allocate. It could be 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour. It's up to you. But whatever you say, you need to hold yourself accountable for that. Okay? If you are saying 30 minutes, uske baad fir 2 minutes karonge, 10 minutes karonge, that is not going to work. So tell in that case 10 minutes only I will do. But stand up to your word. Be a person of your word. Okay, how much time you want to allocate and what is that time slot. Okay, pick days, whatever. If it is Monday so it's up to you guys. If it is like all 5 days, Monday to Friday, write it Monday to Friday, 8 to 8:30 I will do this. Just example sake, you know how much busy you are. Nobody's forcing you to change your stuff. Just maybe in that case, daily is not your cup of tea. Set it up on weekly basis. If you're saying no, weekly bhi bahut busy rehta hai, so set it up on bi-weekly basis. Your life, your choice. But in the end, you say, no, my life is too much busy. I cannot work on my success. So that means you're not living your life properly. There is something going wrong. There is a bigger problem with your life in such case. If you don't have time for yourself, there is a bigger problem going on in your life. Okay? So fine team, finish this point 1 and 2 for both of your secondary goals. Everybody. Think through it. Think through it. And it is okay, guys. Dono bhi ek din karne ki, it's not required. We have 3 months to work on these things. Okay, so you just build a system around that. You can simply say by starting se karna bhi nahi. You can simply say second goal I will start from February onwards itself. So chalo tab dekhenge. For January I'll not even care about it. It's your life. For 3 month mein, when you look in March in these 3 goals, you should get some satisfaction. Why I did something different with my life and I grew in these 3 months in these 3 pillars. You should not leave that. And that is where, guys, every month we are going to do this review. So this our program career transformation happens every month. So as part of the monthly activity, we will keep checking the progress. Okay, month by month, what did we do? Okay, and guys, once you are done with this time allocation planning for your 2 secondary goals, just confirm in the chat so we can go to the next stage. Okay, Akhila, Suman, Afroz, and guys, very deeply think and give priority for this. And knowledge should definitely be a part of it, guys. Technical skill training and all that. Okay, Akhila, Suman, Afroz, Praveen, Sanketir are done. Rest of the members also please do it. Everybody, okay, whoever are not doing it, I really want to like request you by holding my hands, can do it. Nobody else is going to do it for you, guys. It is one life. You just have one life. Please do it for yourself, not for anybody else. You will get all the returns if you grow in all of these things, and you will become capable to deal with any challenges that you or your family might be going through. So become somebody in your life. Okay, Atif, Nakul, Alok, Pooja, Akshay, Sandhana. Okay, very good. Poonam, Sakshi, Santosh, Pavan. Okay, Chenu, Mamta. Fine, now multiple people are done. Hopefully, I'm assuming कि बाकी लोग भी चल रहे हैं. Fine. Now there is a next step of this. Okay. देखो, right now these things are on paper, but when we are saying this is a system we are building, logical. Okay, how much time you want to allocate. Now, when that time slot comes, then you figure out okay, how to grow in your whatever that area is. So when the time slot comes, just sit and ask a question. भाई यहाँ पे अभी health के लिए कुछ करना है, क्या करोगे? Go to Google, you will find exercise करेंगे, ये करेंगे, वो करेंगे, and do it repeatedly. Now that you figure out when that time slot comes. Don't worry about it right now, but at least block your time so that you will work on that item. Okay, or if it is about course, Google it at that time in the time slot, which YouTube course you want to take, Udemy course you want to take, any additional training you want to take, and then accordingly start a course. But if you have given a fixed time in repetition in next 3 months, you will be far better. Your courses will complete. You will learn so much. I completed so many of the courses on LinkedIn Learning and other platforms since past 2-3 years, drastically growing every single year. Okay, that's how you do it. Now the third step, guys. 2 steps are done. Third step is, right now it is on paper. Nothing but willpower is going to drive it, or motivation is going to drive it. But it's not going to work. After maybe 2 days, you will forget about all this what we are doing, because that is how a human nature is. That's the reason people are not successful, because they have dreams, they do some planning, but they are not able to execute it. Now you need to fix that execution part. You need to address that problem. That is where this third step comes. Okay, where you need to set up alarm reminders or block Google Calendar or any other calendar that you have for these time slots. Now this is important step, because let's say you might be busy with a lot of other things, but 8 a.m. as soon as it happens, you have a daily alarm which is going to remind you it's 8 a.m. And guys, now it's your responsibility. As soon as the alarm rings, you need to go and act, because you have set up for your own success. You're building a system for your success. It cannot run based upon motivation. When the 8 a.m. alarm rings, you might still feel like not doing it, but you cannot allow that weak version of you to succeed. So you need to push. You need to be like, alarm ring ho gaya, I said ki I will do it, now I will do it. So guys, everybody, okay, now based upon whether it's a daily or weekly or bi-monthly, first, wherever it is possible to set up repeated alarm reminders, go to your mobile phone right now and set it up. Set up a recurring alarm right now. Basically Google, like in your alarms, they have the daily setup option also, right, where you can even choose month, days of the week also. If it is every Saturday, set it up on every recurring Saturday. So guys, set up a recurring alarm, not one time alarm. Okay, make sure it's a recurring alarm. So both, first set up alarm, later on we will block the Google Calendar. Set up recurring trigger. If you do this, then the chances that you will be able to complete these activities will drastically grow. Everybody has newer resolutions, but strategizing it, planning it, reserving slots for it, and then following up, making a system which triggers you to take actions, and then you take action. That's how you will follow this. So guys, everybody go to your mobile alarms, set up a recurring alarm which will remind you, can now act, because the time slot has come. And even if you don't want to do it, your phone will tell you, okay, hey, 4th January, you wanted to become successful. That's where you put some efforts in planning, strategizing, and then 5th Jan, you're not taking it. It's a self-reflection. Okay, some of you people might get embarrassed. I just keep talking that I want to do it, but I'm not able to do it. You will know your real truth, and that will make you to break this old self of yours and become like brave and bold to do these things. You need to know who you are. That's how you will become better. And nobody else can tell who you are. You yourself should identify who you are. ठीक है, बाकी लोग बोलेंगे, you'll take it on your ego, but you should tell to yourself what kind of person you are. Do you do things? Do you stand up to your own words or not? The system will remind you about that. Okay, so fine, everybody, first do this on a alarm reminder. Set it up, set it up. If you are saying कि कल से एक ही उस पे काम करना है, तो maybe the second goal you might set it up for later. It completely depends upon your planning, guys. Okay, but something to karo. Start something from tomorrow onwards. Let a new life begin. Let 2023 change for you. Okay, Do it guys, do it peacefully. And guys, देखो, all throughout your life, if you live like this, you will end up achieving every goal of your life, every dream, every targets, everything. Because what? Goal will keep changing, but you will always have 24 hours in your life. And if you just know how to master it, you will be able to do anything basically. You don't need anybody. You can do it everything by yourself. Because there is a power of internet in your hand. You can learn anything that you want. Okay, book on goals. There is this one by Brand Tracy. Okay, so I think the name itself, the title itself is like goals. So you can just Google goal by Brand Tracy. So you can have that. He has written nice book on that. So okay, ठीक है guys. Once you're done with the alarm setup, we still have 10 minutes to close the session. एक last काम भी करते, Google Calendar also will set up. That is where I said कि भाई try to log in from your laptops and desktops. Yeah, goals by Brand Tracy. Let me search the full title. Goal by Brand Tracy. What is the name of this book? Yeah. Okay. So this is the title. I'm pasting this title in the chat as well. Okay. So this is the book, guys. Goals: How to Get Everything You Want Faster Than You Ever Thought Possible. It's a book by Brand Tracy. So this book you can go through for goals. ठीक है, चलो guys, once you're done with the alarm setup, just confirm in chat so that we'll do the next stuff. The last thing for today is setting up the Google Calendar. Okay, Pawan is done, Sanjeevni done, Poonam done, Mukund done, Shinu done. Very good, guys. This step is very important because tomorrow 8 you will even forget it, but your phone is not going to forget. It will ring at that time and it will remind you कि भाई चलो बोलने का काम हो गया, अभी करने का टाइम आया है. Yeah, and that's what, push yourself. थोड़ा starting में pushing will be required. Okay, but when the alarm rings, leave everything and just go. Know it के कहाँ जाना है life में. What do you want and just act. ठीक है, Pooja is done, Afroz is done, Sanket, Alok, Suman, Snehal. Okay, Atif, very good. Now the last step, guys. Okay, blocking your Google Calendar. It needs some time to make this as a habit. Okay, but karte hain. I'm sharing my screen. Just have a look here. Okay, so I cleaned up a few things here. Okay, fine. Don't get into it. Yes, there are just time blocks and all that. Blah blah blah. Okay. Now the thing is, what you need to do based upon the time slots which you have chosen right now. Okay, so this will help you to really organize your 24 hours. A simple calendar where where all your 24 hours are there. You just plan it out ki when what you need to do. Okay, for example, I have blocked my this repeated time. Okay, 9 to 10, it's a career transformation, life transformation program. I have blocked it like 8:45 onwards till 10:30. So nothing but this includes our 9 to 10 slot. Plus I have given 15 minutes. So I do even some planning before the session so that what is the right thing I want to share, how we can get more value. So I keep doing some thought process. Even after the session, I do some kind of activity. So I've just reserved some time for this. So by that way, I know that this is my top priority and nothing else can overshadow here. I will not eat my food, but I will give time for this, right? Because that's how mandatory it is for. Okay. That's how you guys have to arrange and prevent your time slots. Okay. So now accordingly, what you need to do is, let's say whatever time you have picked up as per this slot. Okay. Let's say your daily, you are saying you want to give, let's say 8 to 10. Now just go ahead blocking that time slot. So 8. Okay, I'm just sharing example. Okay, so let's say 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Let's say put the title maybe something like your secondary goal, whatever that goal, health, work, okay, or like family bonding, or like skill upgrade, whatever is your secondary goal title. Put that title, put the time slot, and in this section, do not repeat, change it and set it as a repeating one. Okay. So do you want it every weekday, which is Monday to Friday? That option is straight away available. Or do you want weekly on Wednesday? Once a week wala system is also available. Or do you want it daily, all 7 days of the week? That system is also available. So, and further, you can customize it. So you can choose if you want it only Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You just choose it like this, and ends, it never ends, it just keeps going on. By that way, you just set it up. Okay. And once you have done this, how does that calendar look like? Okay. Weekly, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, save. So today was Wednesday, it was the third day. Now I'm going to the next week, and you will realize the calendar is set up in a recurring manner. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or every week. This is 9 Jan, moving, this is 16 Jan. So simple, setting up a recurring calendar. So everybody, go ahead, experiment this thing out. Do it right now itself. You have to just go to calendar.google.com in your browser and set up this. This will give you clarity. But this is the priority R for you, and nothing else can come here. That's how you have to make it. Okay, everybody, please go ahead to your Google Calendar and block yourself, because these tools will help you to make it possible. So everybody, go to Google Calendar and block your time slots. If it is only on paper, you will just forget about it in 1 week itself. That's how people don't accomplish it, guys. Thoda sa change kar lo, and you will find massive results will start coming in life. Small things, but major improvements in life. Everybody, go to Google Calendar, block these time slots. So that was the third step. Simple. This is how you build a system, right? Planning, when do you want to do it? Choosing that time properly, how much time you want to allocate, and then setting up some alarms, blocking your Google Calendar. That's how you just plan a system. Now, system is going to give you alarm reminders. System is going to show you. Google Calendar is also going to notify you 15 minutes before the event. Ke bhai, abhi now you have to do. And you have your phone always with you. These things will keep buzzing you. Then you just have to act. Okay, I'll even give the last tip for today before we close the session. And it is a 5-second rule. So you just take this 5-second rule. There is a full book written on this concept. That's the fourth step. So, but first, yes, you complete the Google Calendar setup. After that comes the last step. That's what, the more you learn, the more you upgrade, you will know all these techniques, and then you can apply that for your life success. Okay, everybody, once your Google Alarm is set up, please again comment it in chat as done. Okay, Sandhana, Suman, Akhila done. And how people in companies, right, they work based upon calendar setups itself, right, the meetings and everything. So that is time blocking. Nothing else is going to come in that meeting, right? It only that meeting happens at that time. So do it for your personal life also. Do it that level of seriousness. Okay, this time should not be overtaken by any other priorities. Live your life a bit professionally. Live it a bit professionally. Okay. Santosh, Priya, Sakshi, Alok, done. Few more guys. It's 10 already. I need to share the attendance and we need to touch one topic. First, I'll give you the attendance link. So then let's mark that and then we'll just have a 5-minute talk. Okay, I'm pasting the attendance link meanwhile. Complete your Google Calendar. Attendance link for today. Copy. Again, attendance is important for week 3. It will be 80% people who finished will be allowed into week 3. That shows again you prioritized this slot on top of any other of your life priorities. So that is a reward for you, and we'll focus on more improvement in week 3. Okay, so code for today is 9999 and this is the attendance link. So everybody please mark your attendance. 2023 is in the house. This year should completely change you. You have great potential. Your abilities are great. Your mind, everything. You're sharp basically. You're sharp, you're intelligent. You just need to discover yourself closely. Okay? You just need to realize who you are, what are your strengths, and how can you become better in wherever you are at right now. Results will follow once you think right, behave right. Okay? You're not dependent on anybody. You can fix your life. You have that ability. You need to start believing. Then only you can figure out the solutions for all your life circumstances. Don't depend, figure out. It's one life. A power of internet is there. You're not stuck anywhere. Just Google for any of your problems. There will be solutions. Sit, figure out, apply. Start believing. Okay, everybody, please mark the attendance. After that, we'll just take 1/5 step of this full process system, because that's also an important step which you can apply right from tomorrow. And then we will meet up tomorrow 9 p.m. First, close the attendance, everyone. First, mark the attendance. Google Calendar, you can still take time later to do it. I'll still give 1 minute for attendance marking. We just want to close it like 10:05, 10:07, something like that. Okay, okay, guys. So, chalo, let me just tell the last thing which you need to apply. Okay, again, sharing the screen. Later, yes, you close your attendance, set up the Google Calendar. You keep doing it, guys. Okay, the last step is simple: 5-second rule. Okay, now what will happen? Now, again, there is a full book written on this concept. Okay, but we will apply आम खाएंगे गुठलियां नहीं गिनेंगे वाला concept. Okay, we will take the benefit of it, not just go in detail. If you want to know the history and reasons, just go ahead, take this book. I think it's by Mel Johnson, some lady. So 5-second rule, okay, it is built upon human brain psychology, okay, and what it says is ki whenever you want to do something, anything, and this rule you can apply for any aspect of your life. I do it almost on a daily basis for many things, okay. This rule is going to help you to take action immediately. Many people procrastinate, they stop, they don't do things. So if you live by this rule, you will act immediately, okay, and that's what is required for you to do the step number 3. Now let's say tomorrow you have set up an recurring alarm. Now as soon as this alarm rings, you need to do a 5-second rule which says do a countdown: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as soon as 1 happens, without thinking anything, just leave whatever you're doing, go and get started with your goal work. That's it. Don't give second thought ki my let's start 5 minutes later, or right now I'm doing something else. Nah, if you get through these negative thoughts, it will cause you problems. That's it. If you allow yourself to be lazy in that initial time, automatically your full hour is going to get questioned. And don't do that, because your focus itself will not be there. Okay. So what you need to do is, from tomorrow, whenever this alarm rings, okay, immediately your Google Calendar notifies, immediately just do the simple countdown: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just close your eyes, count down, and as soon as 1 happens, leave whatever you're doing, go and get started with that activity. That's it. Don't allow any other reason or excuse to come in the way, and you keep applying this rule at every aspect of your life. You will realize that whenever you feel like, hey, I should tell something, but sometimes people hesitate, "Arey, what will others say," and all. But if you feel it's genuinely right, you want to tell it, just do a count on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and as soon as 1 hits, just speak it out without any second thought. You will realize that hesitation, nervousness, everything will just finish. Technique is simple: count down: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 happens, just do it without a second thought. Okay, fine. This is what it is, guys. Simple 4-step system we created today. By this, start running your secondary goals from tomorrow. When you go in that goal time, then figure out what you need to do, what course you need to do, how you want to go better with your family. Now you choose based upon what your goal is, what ideas needs to happen. Okay, and further tomorrow we will connect for the next day, where we are going to full on focus on the primary goal, because that is where the challenging part is. Let's say if you don't have a job right now, you want a job. If you already have a job but your career is stuck right now, you want to go forward. All the major aspect is your primary goal, and guys, that needs a lot of stuff. Okay, then only it becomes possible. It's not magic, it's all a proven way of getting things done. Okay, so fine, everybody, have a nice day and see you guys tomorrow 9 p.m. Prioritize your success. Success will come to you, everybody. Okay, chalo, thank you all and see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye, take care. Thank you, everybody. Bye, team.